What is up, everybody? This is Shift Online Super, bringing you a brand new video here. We're going to be talking about the new Pendulum monster that is coming out in Invasion of Venom. I know we're talking more Invasion of Venom stuff. Don't worry. I think it'll be over soon, but this does seems to be coming out on the daily. So this is Pandora's Treasure Box. It is a new worm type pendulum effect monster. With 1500 attack and 1500 defenses, a dark type with a scale of 4. Now, a scale of 4 usually worries me. I don't like that scale at all, but we're going to give it a chance first and see what its effect actually is before we make any jump to any conclusions. The pendulum effect is if you have no cards in your extra deck, you could target one card in your opponent's pendulum zone, destroy that card, and then place this card in your pendulum zone into your opponent's pendulum zone. So basically, what this card is saying is you could pop one of your opponent's pendulum scales, assuming that you're playing a deck against a pendulum deck. Let's say you're playing against Performation Pals or something like that. You could pop one of their scales, and then you can just basically put this in their pendulum scales. And since this card, this thing is 4, they're not going to be pendulum summoning any level 4 monsters. I guess it's kind of a cute way of dealing with your opponent's pendulum mechanic in some way, especially if they're stuck with 2 4s on the board and they have to twin twister one of their own scales away to get rid of it. So it's kind of gimmicky in that regard. I don't think it's very good. But we'll see how that plays out. It kind of the effect has an Infernity kind of feel to it, where you have to have no cards in your extra deck to do something. So maybe we'll see kind of Infernoid kind of inspired archetype based around pendulum monsters, where there's no cards in your extra deck. But I think that would be really hard to do, to be perfectly honest. And the monster effect is if you have no cards in your extra deck, you can draw 2 cards for your normal draw phase instead of 1. So this part of the effect is actually kind of good, I think. It is